The Apollo Respite For All program at St. Thomas, the Episcopal Church, is a new community that was started here in 2025 in partnership with the Respite For All Foundation out of Alabama. And it is designed to be a social model of care. Essentially, we bring a ton of volunteers together along with friends with dementia, and we throw a party and we have fun and we provide people dignity and integrity and learning and joy. This is the place where families can find both joy and rest.
So actually, it was sort of one of those like holy accidents. We weren't looking for this project. For a couple of years, we had been looking for what was going to be our next step in reaching out with what we do as a church community. And we just weren't finding traction. And then all of a sudden, there was a Facebook post saying, hey, there's this Respite For All opportunity for people who have dementia. And if you have any interest, contact Bishop Monterosso. So, I didn't know anything, but immediately what they were saying tracked with the needs I see in this parish. This was going to be a program that was going to give people with early to mid-stage dementia rest from their caregiver. It's really important you hear it that way, right? Because sometimes, my dad was an Alzheimer's patient. He needed a break from my mom because she was stressed out. So it gives people a break from their caregiver. It certainly gives caregivers a break from the burden of care that they almost exclusively deal with alone. And again, we saw this need in our own community. We had 2 or 3 people with that same stage of dementia who did not want to go to a memory care unit. We thought this was a natural win. So in talking with Respite For All, we thought, we have it in us to be the first Episcopal church in the diocese to do this, to be the first RFA chapter in the state of Texas. So it was a holy surprise that surprised us well.
My husband has probably been in the Alzheimer's journey longer than anybody else here. We're in our 13th year. So it's good for him to get to be with other people, because often people with Alzheimer's, they're not ostracized, but people don't come up and greet them and shake their hand and everything like that. And the people here, when we walk through the door, everybody's, hi Rick, how are you doing? And it's just wonderful for him to have that acceptance and be able to communicate with people.
Now, what that does for the person with early to mid-stage dementia, what it does for the friend is it gives them a social environment that ultimately slows down their dementia. It also gives them a place where they're known by name and not by condition. It gives them a place where they can worship, if they choose to, with our chapel program, where they can do things like fine arts and crafts, have a social meal, do research-based proven exercise to kind of get them moving and keep them active. It also, of course, creates an immediate network of care. So caregivers not only can go shopping or fishing or take a nap, but they also know we're not in it alone because they see other people coming.
I think what makes us different, the secret sauce as it were, is the care of the volunteers and their commitment to being in relationship with our friends with dementia.
I think the Apollo is a big reason why I chose to come to St. Thomas and stay here. And for me, that is very close to my heart, that cause and that need in the community. So my family has been deeply touched by dementia and Parkinson's. So I've seen it. I know how hard it can be on those affected by it personally and their loved ones. So when I heard that our church was doing something so directly impactful for the community, not just the church body, I was like, I need to be a part of that. This is a community that we're having here. It's not a daycare. This is an actual time where folks who are experiencing dementia can come and be a part of something that is fun, that is really making a difference, not just in their lives, but also everybody that comes and participates in this program.
It gives us some time away where that we can be by ourselves and know that our companion is being well cared for. They have a wonderful meal here, and they have activities with them. They're not just sitting at home watching television or being bored.